out in terms of delivery. Amazon is actually taking a huge market cap in this sector, right? But Walmart is also trying its best. Now when you look at Walmart, look at the chart, you see that Walmart is actually trying to break out of the resistance zone. That is what. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys, wherever you're from. Welcome to this channel. Well, this is your boy Francis. Welcome to the Trading Saucer Show. If this is your first time, you're welcome to this channel. What we're going to be doing today, we're going to be talking about large price, large cap stocks, and these will span out in terms of we analyzing what our next level is going to be in the market, and as well as other stocks as well. And remember, this is not a recommendation to buy or to sell any stock or equity, guys. This is for entertainment purposes only. And we're going to be talking about the market. We're going to be talking about how and what really happened last week, okay? Momentum driven market, that was what happened last week, right? Now, looking at all these movement in the market, last week came up really strong, right? And we came up so strong in the market that price began to move to different levels. Looking at this market, looking at the SPY S&P 500 ETF, we're going to be looking at the 412 area for rejection. Remember, this is a possibility. We got to the 405, made an attempt, we couldn't even pull back, and we started pushing and pushing and pushing right into close to our 410 area. Okay, now also adding, looking at it on stock tweet, we see that this market actually is trying to break out of the head and shoulder pattern, left side, right side, the head and the right side. Okay, so the next level we'll be looking at is 410. We tapped that area, okay, only to close 409.39. So our next spot is that 412. 412 will give way for 415, but for now, you know, we have data coming in next week and volume is coming up as well, you know, which we really did push in the market. Okay, looking at the broader sector, we're looking at different country. We have Japan as well doing good, China not so good, okay, following the largest market so far. Okay, also looking at Ireland, United Kingdom, we're also looking at Mexico as well as Brazil. They are all down, okay, but Canada is good, US is also good. Looking at the one-day performance, everything is sector pretty much is green. Okay, and we have a pullback on MU as well. That's why we're seeing red there, and as well as CVS, Humana, and CNC. Okay, so that is that. Our first stock is gonna be Apple today. Okay, what we're looking for in Apple, we're looking at a very beautiful chart view. Okay, we're really pushing right through the 162.50 area. This 162.50 has acted as a resistance right in the past as well, which coincide with our trend line as well. So now 165 is that spot, guys. If we can break through 165 going through, we'll be looking at 170 on this name. Okay, however, the market is extended. Okay, know that. This is our resistance zone. We're topping out in the third view right here, 1, 2, and 3. However, price is breaking right through. See if we can retap that 24.50 area as well. Overall, we are in the overbought zone at 79.29 on RSI. Next is going to be AI. Okay, this is C3 company, right? We're pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing through. Right now, look at how price really did break through our resistance zone, not looking back. This is what I call the boom candle, the boom candle to the upside. 73.74 on the RSI, which is in the overbought zone, but still we still have more room to go. Looking at this overbought, we actually stayed in the overbought zone for quite a while. So We're looking at the same action now, more volume coming in, more people are buying, and they also, are happy about this AI, coming into even chat GPT as well. That is also doing good. That is also working out in our favor. Okay, so next stock is gonna be WMT. Why WMT? Looking at WMT, WMT is a beautiful company. It's just they are trying their best to really work out in terms of delivery. Amazon is actually taking a huge market cap in this sector, right? But Walmart is also trying its best. Now when you look at Walmart, look at the chart, you see that Walmart is actually trying to break out of the resistance zone. That is what Walmart is doing right now. Okay, so if Walmart can get into this 150 area, I'll be expecting more to the upside. Okay, I'm still holding my long-term portfolio and buying right around the 20 and 50 exponential moving average. Remember guys, most retail traders just don't want to get into the market and buy into this market. Because why? Because they think that the market is still going to pull back. There's still room for the market to pull back. That is not the concept. The concept is to buy when others are afraid and sell when others are greedy, according to Warren Buffett, right? However, so many, looking at AMD as well, so many people decided, or so many traders like, oh no, the market is still gonna come down even when AMD is at 62 at $65, right? And guess what happened? AMD is at $98 as of last close right now, tap 102.6, 102.7, right, as the recent highs. But a lot of people, a lot of retailers, a lot of investors are waiting for the market to go back to zero, which is not going to happen unless we have no human beings on earth, right? Remember guys, this is not a recommendation. Buy those companies, buy those stocks that you love, in the long run. Like NVDA also is another good one to look at. Okay, NVIDIA has been pushing and pushing right from 110, right? 110, we've never looked back, but we did retest the 140 area, which coincide with this resistance right here, became support, and ever since then we've been pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing to the upside. We even made a new highs, right? So right now, if you look at the technical side on NVIDIA, we've just been holding the 20 exponential moving average. Okay, we've just been like tapping it and tapping it and tapping it. And when we fail, the next spot is gonna be what? Our 50 exponential moving average on NVIDIA. So guys, the market is not gonna go back to zero, trust me. Okay, and a lot of people are afraid of inflation, deflation, right? But guess what? The market is pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing to the upside. What are you gonna do? Sit back and relax and let your money yield 0.01%, as per Chase Bank. Okay, now CCL, this is Carnival as well, the cruise. Okay, pandemic is over, right? Pandemic is over, COVID-19 is over as per our CDCs and the government, right? So now we're looking at $10.50 on this to break out, and this is our downtrend. We're looking at this spot, $10.50, boom, we'll continue to push, and we're breaking out of zone, breaking out of area that will act as our resistance. So keep an eye out, look at this trend, how we've been holding it so far, right? So that is what you want to look at. Matter as well. I talked about Matter long time ago, back in November. I said, guys, we created a gap right here. And as much as this gap was created, we're looking at price, revisiting that area as well. We revisited that area, and guess what happened? We just started pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. Okay, and guess what, we got to that point, not quite here, we got to the 120, and 120 is our natural resistance, and then we pull back, held the 110, which is natural again, and then decide to fill up that gap. We fill up the gap, shake out some weekends, and then boom, Meta never looked back. So that is over 100 points if you're looking at Meta, right from where Meta is right now to that spot. So if you're still scared of the market, you miss 100 points. Even if it's just a 10 share position you bought right around this area, you multiply 10 by 100, that is decent amount of money to actually leave on the table, right? So forget about what people say, you know, the risk. Look at what you're gonna be making on the long term. A lot of people are using a Facebook platform, and you know, even if other competitors comes in, it's still gonna be the same thing. They're still gonna have market share in this market. Also looking at Tesla. What have you with Tesla? I talked about Tesla a couple of weeks ago, and I said, you know, this is not gonna go back down to $55. If it does, then there's something wrong with their market perspective, right? And a lot of folks saying, oh no, we're still gonna go back down. 105, boom, we bounce back up, right? Reach this area of 125, and that is our area to get off of the bearishness in the short term. And then we started pushing and pushing and pushing, right? Now we made this inverse head and shoulder, which signify price possible bounce off this area. I said it in my previous video as well, and we bounced right off this area, had difficulty breaking the 20 exponential moving average, broke right through it, retested it, and now we're pushing higher, which is normal in the market. Technically, you're looking at the daily and say, this is my level of entry, this is my level of addition, this is my level of exit, right? And now what we're doing right now, we're breaking through the 200 moving average. We're really inching into the 200 moving average, broke right to the $200, which is our resistance, right? And right now we're inching towards the 210, the 215. If price can get into 210, we'll get into 215 easily, and then we're out of that zone where the market makers are beginning to like, oh, can we, let's pull this back so that, you know, we shake out weekends. This area will be your area of picking some up if you fail picking earlier. So keep an eye out on this name. $63 is our RSI as well. ARRY. This one as well, we're breaking downtrend right now, and if price can get through the $22, guys, we can get to $24 easily on that name. Eye on television. No, that's not high on television. It's IONQ. IONQ right now, we're breaking downtrend. This is a small price stock. I know. But anyways, this is inverse head and shoulder pattern playing out, and we're breaking through 550. We'll continue to push on this name, but however, we will probably retest this breakout spot. So keep an open mind just in case price pull back to that level. Google, Alphabet. Right now, we're working the 200 moving average, which is a very decent view. I'll be expecting some more on the upside of that name. I'm looking at actually picking some up on Verizon. Why? Verizon has been a big market player in terms of telecommunications, right? So right now we're playing out what we call the a head and shoulder pattern. If price can break through this area as market begin to push to the upside, giving us a green light, giving us a thumbs up, I think VZ will continue to push to the upside. Next level for this name is $40. $40.50. That is the next level. We break through that area, guess what? We're pushing right into $42 on Verizon. Next, we're going to be looking at the airlines as well, which is Delta Airlines. Delta Airlines right now, our next spot is the 50 exponential moving average, $35, $36. That is our next spot. If price can continue to push right through this 20 exponential moving average. Overall, we need to break 36 and then we can clear this area to the upside. Looking at this chart pattern, even if I didn't draw it, you will know this is also a bearish pattern, right? But if price can break this 36, then we're out of that bearish looking head and shoulder technical pattern. Also, let's talk about Coinbase for a minute. Coinbase right now, we're breaking, levels that we haven't seen before, right? No, I'm just messing. We've seen this level before, right? So right now, Coinbase is really holding this 200 moving average. Okay, so this 200 moving average is solid. Even with an entry around 67.57, you're looking at a 7-point down, pretty much about 5-point down for your next support, right? With also another solid support around the 200 moving average. But overall, $70, we get to $70, we'll continue to push just like we did here on that name, Shopify. Shopify right now, SHOP, we're looking at price to continue to push on this name. Though we have head and shoulder, we just need to break right into $50 per share and then we'll continue to move to the upside. ABBV as well, we're looking at 125 on the next spot on ABBV. KHC as well, we're looking at price to continue breaking the $39. This is craft food, pretty much, I call them. We're downtrend breaking and $39, that is our spot. I think this is also a good name for a long-term portfolio. On another aspect, we have Qcom as well. Okay, this one we're looking at price to really break through the 130. If price can break through 130, then we're good. Then that head and shoulder is will no longer be a pattern on that. KO as well, we're looking at KO. KO has been pushing and pushing. I sold some at the $61 area in anticipation of a retest of this breakout. So if price come back to 61, I'll be adding some more in anticipation for a more and the needed push on that. GNK, I think they have $50 per share in terms of dividends. So I'll be looking for price to push on this name. This is a bearish looking shape. It is a bear flag, but look for price to break through 16. If price break through $16, I think we'll be out of that zone. Okay, NKE as well, downtrend is where you're going to be looking at 125. That is our next spot. Looking at QQQ, well, QQQ right now, we're looking at price really pulling back to the 315 to retest that zone. That is a retest. We need a retest of that zone, then we should be all right on our QQQ. Guys, the remaining chart, I'm gonna post them up on my Twitter and on my stock tweet. Keep an eye out on them. I will analyze them. I have about 50 stocks and I will narrow this down. Whichever one you like, go for it, and make sure not to buy when that stock is really extended, because it will pull back and retest levels as well. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for your time. Peace and love to you guys. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye bye.